Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 12th of July 2016. Absolutely wonderful card today. It's one of my favourites. I love it when this card comes up. And the card that we have for today is the Page of Cups. Now, a lot of times this is about a particular person. I'm not feeling that today. I'm not feeling that it's about a person. This is more about what the Page of Cups actually brings and what it signifies, rather than it being a particular person coming into your life or something like that. Now, with this card, I mean, it's like the inner child card. I think that's why I love it. You know, there's always a wonderful energy comes with it, and a lot of feelings as well come through with this card, and sometimes new feelings that you haven't felt before as well. Because, like I say, he's the page. He's got to go through his stages of the knight, the queen, the king. You know, so this is it's about new feelings. And this card often comes up as well when you are experiencing some sort of awakening. So I get this card a lot for students. When I teach students, you know, when I teach them how to read tarot, when they come to me for advice on sort of spiritual stuff and things like that, this indicates the Page of Cups. There's a real excitedness about this as well. It's like a willing to learn, wanting to learn. But this is where one of these warnings, I don't know if it's warnings, this is where it's telling you to slow down a little bit. A lot of times when people awake spiritually, you know, it's so exciting. It is. When you see the world through new eyes, there's this excitement, there's this wonderful feeling because you start to connect. And when you connect, you get all of these feelings that are totally new to you and they feel amazing. But you need to slow down. This card is saying, you know, you may be excited, you may be getting all of these, you may be getting messages, you may be tuning in, which is all fantastic, but you need to be able to crawl before you walk. There's so many people I know, they have one sort of big spiritual awakening, they have one sort of message given to them, and bang, that's it, they know it all. And then they go off and they're giving so many people advice and stuff like that. You know, we always have something to learn. You know, we are all students. I've been doing this years. I am still a student. Every day I learn, you know. So the enthusiasm of learning is brilliant, but it's like, please, slow down a little bit. I was talking to somebody once who was very, very in tune. They'd had this awakening, you know, which was amazing. And they will go on to be a fantastic reader, a fantastic guide, and a fantastic teacher. But what they said to me was, oh yeah, I go up to people in pubs and I start to read them. And I was like, well, you can't do that. Yeah, but it's fun, and you know, and they get really shocked and stuff like that. It's like, that is intrusive, you know. If you have to block off around people, you know. If I tuned into everybody that I met on a daily basis and told them about their life, that's actually intrusive. If somebody comes to you for guidance or answers, then you can give it. But to just bull straight in and give it, yes, it may have been right what this person was saying, but you know, that person who they were saying that to might not have been in the right state of mind. It might not have been helpful to them, and it might have been more of a hindrance. So like I say, within spirituality, there's a real high code of ethics, you know, and this is what I want to say with the page. It's not because they want to do anything wrong. It's just because they're that excited and they want to share their gifts. So like I say, you know, if you are on the verge of this spiritual awakening, please, like, just slow down with it, you know. There's no need to rush it. You will take in so much more if you just take your time with it, you know, and let your ego go as well, you know, because a lot of times when we first start breaking through, you know, we still have a lot of ego there, and it's all about learning about the ego. One of the greatest books I can recommend for learning about the ego is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Absolutely fabulous. I got that book years and years ago, thinking it would teach me about other people, and it taught me so much about myself. So like I say, I was really brought down to earth with a bump, and humility is key within all spiritual work. So sorry, that was just what had to come through there, and a little bit of, I don't know, a telling off or something. I feel like a little bit scolded. But anyway, the Page of Cups. This is fabulous. Expect a message as well today. This could be a message from Spirit, or it could be a message from somebody that is wanting to contact you as well. Because the Page of Cups is all about love in a way as well. This is what I like, but not the cynical grown-up adult love that we've grown to know. This is the childhood love, like the Hollywood love, the love stories. And that is why it's such a beautiful card, because it's all about our inner child. The Page of Cups, he has his head in the clouds. He's a dreamer, He believes in fairy tales, and he sees beauty in simple things as well. He sees the good side in everything. And sometimes this can be, it's lovely to be like that, but you still need a little bit of protection around yourself as well, because sometimes the world on a majority is a beautiful place, and so are the people in it, but there are a few that get through the net, sort of thing. So like I say, this is, see the good in everything, but always, always be that little bit aware as well that things might not be how they seem. So this card as well, the Page of Cups, is really, really high emotions. Like I say, feelings, new feelings. It's like they gush. They haven't yet learned to control their feelings, which in some way is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But like I say, this can mean that they can be easily taken advantage of as well. So like I say, just be aware of this. I think the nicer you are, sometimes, the more people will take advantage. And this is part of the learning curve. And like I say, the page is all about learning. So if we have a look, if we have a look at the card itself, okay, we have the page here, and the page has this blue hat on, and the blue cloak goes right over their throat. Now, blue always indicates the throat chakra, so this is saying that this is somebody that speaks their mind, A friend of mine once said about me that if it pops in my head, it pops out my mouth. And this is pretty much the Page of Cups, that's a lovely thing. But sometimes it's just be a little bit aware of your words as well, They always are meant in a good way, but sometimes, it's just taking time to think about what you're saying. Now, we have tulips here as well. And the red tulips in particular mean believe me. That's what they mean. If you send red tulips to a loved one, this is mean believe what I'm saying to you. Believe it when I say that I love you, because it's the truth. And tulips are always seen as like a portal to joy as well, and transcendence. There's the fish there as well, and within Buddhism, the fish represents happiness and freedom. But it's also about unity. It's also about connectedness, and it's about spiritual change. So this card is there's so much change going on and so much learning, I really feel. Like I say, we've been through the tough times. The last couple of months have been really hard. But now it's like we're starting to see the light a little bit, and we're starting to feel enlightened. And this is it. This is our journey. This is what all of the rubbish in the past was about, about us, about our soul growing, and about us growing to the potential of what we can be. We are all students, but we are all also teachers as well. And, it's such an amazing card. I love it, I really, really do. But it's a very, very spiritual card. And this is telling you that, it's like you're taking a new perspective on things as well. And it's like I say, love and compassion seem to be what are fueling you here, as well as your intuition. And this is saying never ever stop listening to your intuition. It is your best friend, and once you learn how to tune in that properly, you will be a great double act, because you will be there with each other all of the way. So this is a card as well of saying, like, keep believing in your dreams. You know, they can come true, but you've got to let them as well. So it's there's so much belief in this. It's just, there's a really exciting, like I say, very childlike attitude within things as well here. So it's really let your intuition and let your heart guide you as well. And what often happens when we're awakening as well is we get very emotional. Sorry about that. I thought I had that turned off. We get very emotional, and you know, we cry at the drop of the hat, but we cry at beautiful things as well as sad things. You know, and this is saying, don't hide that. You know, that is coming from your soul, and really let these emotions out, you know, because they're coming for a reason. You know, if it's tears of joy or if it's tears of sadness, they need to come out, you know. So like I say, there's a beauty around this, a real beauty, and this is why I love this card. So like I say, there could be a message as well. This could be somebody asking you out on a date, professing their love or something like that, but they may be a little bit cryptic in how they do it, because the Page of Cups is a little bit shy in professing their feelings as well, and they're not really sure how to do it, you know. But it's a very positive card, this, and it's like I say, it's about feeling, you know, really deep feelings, you know. And when you have the Page of Cups energy around you, everybody will know if you're happy, because you just cannot hide it. You know, it's like you see it in your face. Your eyes start to twinkle. You can't take that smile off your face. When you are sad, they will also feel it, because, like I say, the Page of Cups, that he is that sensitive that when he feels sadness, you know, that it's like the world is over. It's very true, this, for any of you who are empaths as well. Like I say, if you are empaths, then I feel you. You know, it's it is sometimes a blessing and a curse, you know, but it is something that I would never change, because it's a beautiful gift, but sometimes you just need to be gentle with yourself as well, you know. So like I say, there's when you're an empath, or when you're empathic, or when the Page of Cups comes in, be careful around disappointments as well, because disappointments can really drag you down. But I just had to mention that. But I don't feel that this is about disappointments. This is about more uplifting, you know. There's a wonderful energy with it. So this is saying today, really trust your intuition, you know. Smile at everybody you meet today as well, you know. Really just spread the love a little bit, you know, and see how you get that back. You know, make it a thing today to go out and say hello to a stranger, you know, to smile at whoever passes you in the corridor or the elevator, something like that. You know, like I say, give something out and see what you get back. And I really feel you will, you know, you will see how much this rubs off on other people as well. You can actually make somebody's day by doing this. You know, so it's not about suppressing your emotions. It's all about just letting go, you know, letting any restrictions that you have, you know, just let them go, you know. Give your friends, your loved ones, your family, whatever, give them a ring and tell them that you love them. You know, they may think, what the hell's going on here? But, you know, do it, you know, because they will appreciate it, even if they don't say. Like I say, other people can find the Page of Cups a little bit sort of, whoa, what's going on there, you know, but they will get used to it. And once you're living freely and authentically, they will know that, you know, this is the truth that you're speaking. Like I say, the Page of Cups is wanting to say, like, believe me, please believe me, you know. So with this card as well, I always want to say, it's about not taking life too seriously as well. I mean, you know, we've had some very serious weeks the last few weeks. You know, there's been a lot going on, and I really feel it sort of catapulted us all into this adult world where it's like, right, okay, like, shit's just got real, sort of thing. Take yourself back today, you know. This is be the Page of Cups. We've gone through all that, you know. Please don't try and own it, because yes, there is atrocities in the world, but if we own them, then we just affect ourselves. We can send our thoughts, and we can send our love, but like I say, you know, keep what is just yours to yourself. Don't try and own the misery of the world, really, you know. So lighten up, like I say, cut yourself some slack today. um, Believe in love as well, and embrace the love that is around you, because there's so much, you know. And like I say, dreams as well. Dreams are coming in. I had really bizarre dreams last night. I'm gonna have to sit and sort out what they were. But dreams, you know, when we have dreams, there is always hope in the darkness, you know. And this isn't just dreams for ourselves, you know. It's we all dream for a better future. You know, we all dream for peace on earth, so to speak, and we all dream for humanity and compassion to take over, and never stop dreaming for that. You know, that will come. It will come one day. I am sure of it. Things are changing now anyway, and the humanity and the love that is coming through, even amidst these atrocities that are going on, is just saying, still believe, you know, keep believing, because it is there, and love will reign. Yeah, so yeah, it's there. So like I say, this card, manifest and believe in your dreams. If you have your eye on somebody, let them know today, you know. Speak your truth, and just tell people how you feel. You know, a lot of emotions coming through with this. And remember, if you're on your spiritual journey, just to slow down, you know, and take it in. There's no rush to learn it all, because as we take our last breath, that is when we learn our last lesson, you know. So you cannot rush it. So I hope you like that card. Sorry if I rambled on a bit. There was just so much coming through and such a lovely energy. While I'm talking about that as well, I am offering, I know a lot of you have been to me for readings, but I am offering a tarot course as well. I do teach, and I've decided to put that out there. Very, very limited spaces. What it is, it's one-to-one teaching with me for over 8 hours. You can choose when the 8 hours are, but it's over Skype, so it's basically me and you and the cards, and you know, I will teach you to read in the way I read. The first thing I say is throw the book away, so that's it. So don't worry about having to buy books or anything like that. You know, there's worksheets, there's my own meditations and things, and it's actually fun. It's a really it's fun to teach, and it's amazing to see my students come back and, you know, and be able to deliver readings and tune into their intuition, you know, and read in a very, they read from the heart, you know. That is how I market it, by tarot from the heart, you know. And those that know I do these videos, hopefully they will know that's how I work. So like I say, if you want to become the Page of Cups and be a student, then please get in touch. If anybody wants a reading, then please get in touch as well. I am away towards the end of this week, so I won't be available for readings. So if you need one, then please get in the next couple of days. Subscribe to my channel, and please let me know in the comments whether you like this card. Really lovely energy, and sorry I'm a little bit biased with the Page of Cups, so I may have gone off on one a little bit, but I love it. And like I say, it's all about spreading the love, and that's what this card is about today. So I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. Sat Nam.